Howdy everybody. Today we are going to play a little bit of Legacy. And I haven't played Legacy in any of my videos in some time, so I'm pretty excited. This deck is Team MTG Moon Grixis Garbage. This is a deck that does a lot of the same things that the mid-range blue decks are doing, but rather than incorporating the Wasteland package, it is taking advantage of a heavy basic land component as well as Blood Moon. So not only is it less vulnerable to getting wastelanded out by opponents, but you can lock out a lot of opponents completely via Blood Moon. Now, obviously, Blood Moon, rather than taking up a land slot, actually takes up a spell spot in the deck, which means that it is inherently a little bit more costly to include than Wasteland, but there are certainly a ton of benefits metagame-wise and matchup-wise that merit the inclusion. So let's get right down to the deck, and then we will take it into battle. So it starts with 3 Bloodstained Mire, 3 Scalding Tarn, and 4 Polluted Delta as the fetch lands. And then you've got 2 islands, 2 swamps, and a mountain as your basic lands. And then you have 1 Underground Sea, 1 Volcanic Island, 1 Badlands, and 1 Tropical Island as your non-basic lands. And why are we playing all of these basic lands? Well, we've got 2 copies of Blood Moon in the deck, as well as 1 copy of Kolaghan's Command. Then we have our 1-drop package. That's going to be our 4 Brainstorms, our 4 Ponders, 2 Spell Pierces, 2 Thought Scours, 2 Fatal Pushes, 2 Lightning Bolts, 4 Deathrite Shaman, and 2 Thoughtseize. And then we've got 4 copies of Snapcaster Mage, 3 copies of Collective Brutality, 3 copies of Gurmag Angler, and then to round it all out, we've got 4 Force of Wills, of course, and 2 copies of Jace the Mind Sculptor. So that is the main deck. And yeah, I mean, low average count, converted mana cost. We got a ton of 1-drops. The deck cycles through its deck very quickly. A lot of low-cost disruption. And then we can recycle those with Snapcaster Mage, slam the hammer down with Blood Moon or Jace to win the game. And obviously, early Gurmag Anglers are also wonderful. Then in the sideboard, we've got 2 copies of Flusterstorm, 2 more copies of Thoughtseize, 2 copies of Toxic Deluge, 3 copies of Surgical Extraction, 3 copies of Diabolic Edict, 1 Kolaghan's Command, and 2 Engineered Explosives. A lot of creature hate and a little bit more combo hate in our Flusterstorms and Thoughtseizes. So I'm pretty excited to take this deck into battle. I hope you all are as excited as me. Let's get it underway, shall we? Okay, here we are on the draw, and we're going to keep this hand, and let's see what BF is my homeboy has to do. Alright. You're good to go. Underground Sea into a Deathrite Shaman. What a surprise! Oop. Don't bother me. Okay. I am going to lead off with a Swamp and a Deathrite Shaman. And send it back. Ooh, maybe we're getting dazed here. We are, in fact, getting dazed. Okay. All you. Here comes the same Underground Sea. And an additional... Oh, no. A Young Pyromancer. Not bad. And a Gitaxian Probe. Very strong. Very strong start by our opponent. And let's see what we can do to stem the tide a little bit. Well, the first step is going to be sacrificing the Polluted Delta, I believe, for a basic island. casting the Brainstorm. Put back a I would say put back the Bloodstained Mire underneath the Blood Moon. That sounds about right. And then play a Deathrite Shaman. Okay. Let's see what our opponent has to do now. Okay. There's the bolt. We take some damage. And we are going to play a Tarn and crack the Tarn. And let's think. I'll get a basic mountain. Returning a Deathrite Shaman and killing the young Pyromancer. Okay. Alright, so we're at 13. Let's see what they've got next. We go to 11. Alright, they got our Delta. And we're going to Force of Will. Hope they don't have a Daze here. We don't really have much recourse if they do. They're forcing back. Alright, well, that is probably going to be the end for us. This is part of the problem when you're on the draw. You end up getting beat by True Name Nemesis. Or mainly just getting beat because your Deathrite Shamans show up after your opponent's Deathrite Shamans. Part of the danger against Grixis Delver, of course, as there will be with almost any fair deck against Grixis Delver. Interesting. Yeah, put those elementals back, young man. Alright, we're going to 7. And now we're going to 5. And that doesn't do us much good. Alright, we are dead. Let's go to the sideboard. Okay, here I'm interested in Explosives, Deluge, Edict. Not interested in, or I'm interested in K-Command. Not so interested in Spell Pierce. Not so interested in one of these Jaces. Actually, just both of these Jaces can go. So now we have to figure out what of these cards we want to keep. None of them are particularly thrilling. I think I like Thoughtseize better than Jace here. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's rock and roll. But this is what we're trying. Alright, I'm going to keep. Opponent is taking a mulligan. Good for us. We're going to get ourselves a basic island. Send it back. Then our opponent is going to do nothing. Okay. Let's see if our opponent has a stifle. No, they don't. I'm going to try and duress my opponent here. I wonder if they've got all creatures. They're going to try and brainstorm in response. Oh, they're Flusterstorming. Okay. It is Fluster. However, we are getting closer to Gurmag territory. Okay. So if we do a brutality, that's 4. Yeah, let's try that. Spell Pierce. Okay. I'll send it back to my opponent. Alright, what have you got? A Ponder, sure. A Cabal Therapy, sure. Good name. Good name. There are only 2 of those in my deck. Delver, interesting. Well, then it seems like our opponent's going to sack it to therapy us, so I'm going to sack the Mire to get a Volcanic Island to cast a Brainstorm in response. Maybe it'll get dazed. Didn't get dazed, okay. We'll put the explosives back underneath Gurmag and see if they can figure it out. You figure it out. Ooh, the Gurmag Angler's on top. Gurmag's on top. You're not gonna make it. Oh no, they ain't gonna make it. Alright, what have you got? Another one. Alright, we'll draw the Gurmag, cast a Brainstorm, put back we'll do EE underneath Ponder, bolt the Deathrite, cast the Gurmag Angler. Gurmag Angler says goodbye Delta, Brutality, Brutality, Mire, Brainstorm, Brainstorm. Okay. Gurmag versus Delver. The answer was a Cabal Therapy. Not bad. Let's see what they choose. Explosives. Little Thought Scour Snapcaster. They'll probably flash it back and choose Snapcaster. No, alright. Snap a bolt. Alright, that is over. Alright, let's go to game 3. And of course, check out our sideboard here. I'm still pretty happy with this setup. Explosives it's only okay, but I think it's good enough. I think it's better than just 4 Thoughtseize. So yeah, let's rock and roll. This setup has some haymakers, some card advantage. It's got everything we want. We're gonna keep this one. And they are leading off with a Deathrite. We are going to fetch out a basic and Thoughtseize. I want to protect this Deathrite. I don't want to get... Well, I mean, we could just get our Thoughtseize dazed, obviously, which would suck. In which case, we'll have the Brutality. Alright, we have gotten dazed. It is hard, of course, to beat Deathrite dazed starts. Fortunately, the game is not over yet. More Deathrites. I'll play a Badlands and a Collective Brutality. Single mode. I don't need to walk into Spell Pierce or Flusterstorm. Yep, and get 2 for 1 accordingly. Alright. So our opponent had a very strong start, Counter Magic and Deathrite Shamans. The early mana advantage is always critical at getting our opponent out ahead. So it's on us to see how are we going to stop this. Are we getting attacked? We're not getting attacked. Are they doing anything? They're not doing anything. So now we are going to play some Deathrite Shamans. And there's another one. Alright, let's see you do what you've got. And the answer is exile that, to exile something, and Lightning Bolt. No. Interesting. Casting a Brainstorm, sure. Let's see what happens now. A Taxing Probe. This is not good. Because if our opponent did draw Cabal Therapy, we are in a bit of trouble. It doesn't look like they immediately have the therapy, but, you know. Alright, Delver, sure. Yeah, that would be a very bad attack, as we would double block. Sure. Alright, now we're looking to draw Brainstorms, Thought Scours, etc. That wasn't exactly what we wanted to draw, to be fair. Alright, so Scalding Tarn here, and then I can put my opponent to 11. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna let my opponent do something. Let's wait and see what our opponent does. Alright, that's very good for us. Okay, during the end step, I'm going to take their probe. Alright, I'm going to exile the Tarn. So let's see if I can get them to exile the Tarn also. we're going to make some 2/1s. I'm going to get myself, since we have black, blue, I think that we need Volcanic Island here. Here comes the Snapcaster as just a 2/1. Here comes another Snapcaster as just a 2/1, and they're going to start attacking. Ah, we're getting dazed. Okay. Okay, now what? I'm going to attack. And then I'm going to send it back. And then I'm going to eat my own Snapcaster. And I'm going to eat my opponent's copy of Honda. I'm going to flash this guy in. Okay, we're hellbent. We're ready to rock and roll. I accept. I'm not going to block. I'm going to attack. Now you're under pressure. Now you have to make a move. Still nothing? Lucky us. Okay, I'm going to block. And then I'm going to attack. Okay. I'm going to play a Brainstorm. Are we getting spell pierced? Flustered? Yes. I'll put back Bloodstained Mire and Underground Sea. Play a Tarn, crack the Tarn. Exiling their own days. I'm going to exile the days. Now, I think you are stuck. So I think that we win here. And I don't know what... I guess my opponent just kind of was getting unlucky towards the end. 2-1 Snapcaster beats coming through. Alright, we'll be back for round number 2 after this. Alright, here we are on the play, and we're going to keep this one and see what our opponent wants to do. We're just going to lead off with a Bloodstained Mire and a passed turn. No main phase Brainstorm is necessary here. Let's just see what our opponent wants to do. A little Lotus Petal, okay. Interesting. Alright, let's see what we draw. Okay. I would advise... I think it's time for us to get probably an Underground Sea here. And cast a Collective Brutality. Let's see what's going on. We're getting Brainstorm in response. Dazed, okay. Well, we're not going to pay. And then a Brainstorm. Okay. Well, it'll only be our own fault if we end up losing here. They go Ancient 2. Oof. Alright. They have Lotus Petal Show and Tell, and we're kind of SOL, as the kids say. Alright, I think we have survived for another turn. We live to fight another day. Alright, so now we can... we can play a little patiently here. Let's wait and see what our opponent does. Well, I'm going to Spell Pierce that. What do you say to that? Nope, nothing? Alright. During the end step, I'm going to Brainstorm. Put back Blood Moon underneath a Ponder. And then we're going to cast a Ponder. We're going to put a Blood Moon underneath Snapcaster Mage underneath Deathrite Shaman. No shuffle. Okay. Now what? Brainstorm, okay. Looking at our yard, there's a decent chance we end up snapping a Brutality next turn. I'm going to Thought Scour myself, actually. Then we're going to cast this. That's not true. We're going to... we're going to play Jace. Spell piercing the Jace. Okay. Let's just send it back. Casting a Ponder, sure. I wonder what our opponent's got going on here. Alright, we're going to cast this Brainstorm. We're going to put away Lightning Bolt and Deathrite Shaman. Play the Delta. Cast a Brutality. For that and that. You discard the Force of Will. So you have Island, Griselbrand, Sneak Attack, Emrakul, Griselbrand. Alright. We're gonna... Okay. Force, pitching Force. Exile your Spell Pierce. Sap. Find a Trop Island. Why not? Send it back. So the hand is Griselbrand, Emrakul, Griselbrand, Mystery. Exile Force of Will. Send it back. Alright. Exile Ponder. Cast Ponder. Ooh. That is a bingo. Island under Brainstorm under Jace. Play Delta, play Jace. And Brainstorm. Put back Blood Moon, Swamp. So now our opponent is reliant on resolving a Sneak Attack. I don't think that just show and telling in a Griselbrand does enough. Okay. Yep, they found a Sneak Attack. Put away Blood Moon, Swamp. Find the Swamp. Exile, Show and Tell. Okay. I will draw 3. Put back Delta, Force of Will. Yep. And we're going to... What are we going to do here? If we K command and snap Brutality, that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can do that. No, because our opponent's gonna be able to sneak in both Griselbrand and Emrakul. How do we win? I think we ponder. We have to shuffle. Yeah, I think that we're just dead. Yeah. Man, the other sneak attack. We should have, I suppose, brainstormed to try and find a solution. We had another 2 Force of Wills and another Spell Pierce as outs. But I didn't really want to do that because I wanted to Deathrite them. Assuming, yeah, I don't know. Close call, I think. But we're definitely dead here. Oh well. Alright, game 2. So in this one, we're going to bring in all of these bad boys. We're going to cut Blood Moon. We're going to bring in Edict. And we're going to cut Pushes and Bolts. And I'm going to cut a Gurmag Angler. I believe I'm going to cut a K command. And I believe I'm going to cut, as we're out of red spells, a basic mountain does very little for us. We can cut that. And one more card to cut. It could be a maybe an Edict, maybe another land. We could play only 17. It's not that big a deal, but I probably would stay with 18. It's either a land, an Edict, or probably not a land, a Gurmag, maybe, as we don't need that much pressure. Actually, it's a surgical extraction. What am I saying? All right, let's rock and roll. Yeah, we don't need both. We don't need all 3 surgicals. All right, we're on the play. Let's battle. This hand is fine. I will keep. And we are going to lead off. Ooh, our opponent took a little mulligan. Here is a ponder. Okay, we'll put Tarn under Pierce, under Force. And pass it back. Okay. Nothing wrong with a little ponder action. Meanwhile, we are going to find a basic, I believe, via Bloodstained Mire. Find ourselves a little basic swamp. Cast a Brutality. Okay, so our opponent can slam a Jace. So we're going to take the Daze, and our opponent has Force, so they're going to try and slam a Jace by going Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal, Jace. Not bad. Suppose we could have held up Spell Pierce there, but I'm disinclined to do so. Okay. Well, at least we know their hand. So their hand is Force of Will, Emrakul. I will force back pitching Spell Pierce here. And then I'm going to cast the Brainstorm. And then we're going to have 5 in the yard. Then I can just play Volcanic and Jace. Or play Volcanic and Gurmag, excuse me. Yeah, Volcanic, Gurmag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then our opponent can... Our opponent can maybe top deck? I hope not. Oh, I sure hope not. Okay. So their hand is Force of Will, Emrakul. I'm going to Thought Scour myself. And play Polluted Delta. Okay, so now they've done nothing. Alright. I'm going to cast a Ponder. I'll put Island under Snap under Force of Will. And attack opponent to 7 here. Okay. I think now the game is locked up. And that'll be the end of it. Alright. Scoop. That's the power of a Gurmag clock. You don't get very much time. Alright. So they're potentially slamming Jaces. I'm not really going to change my plan here. I don't think that it's worth it to play Lightning Bolts. So, yeah, let's rock and roll. Alright, this hand is playable. It's not tremendous, but it's fine. I will go with a Scalding Tarn. Fetch. For an Underground Sea and a Deathrite Shaman. Let's see what our opponent has to say about that. Brainstorm in response, sure. possible we should have mulliganed this hand, as on the draw, this is maybe too slow and not interactive enough against many of Sneak and Show's best draws. Not sure. Well, we're about to find out. Ancient Tomb, Show and Tell, die. City of Traders, Show and Tell. Ooh, Bloodman. Absolutely. Here is a Collective Brutality with 2 modes. One, two, pay red, and discard a Bloodstained Mire. So they've got Sneak Attack for Gristlebrand. Alright, so we will take the Force of Will. And exile this land for blue mana, which we will use to ponder. Come on, blue mana. Blue mana. Oh, don't fail me now. Alright. Tremendous. We're going to put Badlands under Force under Edict. Choose not to shuffle. Okay. Send it back. Okay. Sure. Exile Force of Will. Play Delta. Okay. Well, this time we might be dead. Edict. Ooh, yeah, we're dead. Alright, that was an interesting match. Probably could have played it a little better there in game 3. Maybe could have mulliganed. But, oh well. Alright, we will be back for round 3. Alright, here we are. I'm going to keep this hand. It's not great, but it's keepable. Alright, what have you got? Okay. We'll just play a Tarn and send it back. Okay, what is the next step? Alright, we're gonna hope to not get stifled. I'm going to get an Underground Sea. Cast an end step Brainstorm. Okay, I'm going to put back Bolt and Push. And in my own upkeep, I'm going to Thought Scour myself. And then I'm going to play the Deathrite. It's almost certainly going to get killed, but whatever. Let's see what our opponent is up to now. Okay. And here is a Brutality. Duress you and kill that. Duress you, kill that. 1, 2. I'm going to get rid of a Spell Pierce. Okay, we'll take a Decay and hope that they don't draw a land for Liliana. Okay, we survived. Brainstorm. Okay, we can put Jace under Deathrite and Thoughtseize our opponent. And take Abrupt Decay. Okay, we've survived for yet another turn. Let's see what our opponent has to do now. Well, there's the Jace, or there's the Liliana coming down. Goodbye, Deathrite. Okay, back at you. Let's see what is happening now. We're going to be discarding the Bolt. Okay. End step, I'll flash in a Snapcaster. Target Bolt. And it gets bolted. So here it's time for a Snap Thoughtseize. Okay. So you got a Bloodbraid Elf in hand. And if you draw a land, I'm sad, and if you don't, then I'm happy. Thoughtseize, okay. That's a pretty good draw. Attack Liliana. And here comes the Angler. Land, Planeswalker, land, and a Bolt. Okay. Here comes old Bloody B. Into Liliana. OTV. Well, that was the best one. I wonder what our opponent's going to do with their newfound Liliana of the Veil. Okay, here we go. We're back at it, and we are going to attack with all creatures at Liliana of the Veil, and see if our opponent wants to chump block. Indeed, they do. And what are they up to now? Alright, goodbye, Snapcaster Mage. And now it's time to start the beatdowns. Attack. Hiya. Alright, it's all you. Okay. Bang! Mire goes and gets me a Volcanic Island. And the Mind Sculptor comes down. I will put Force under Blood Moon. Play a Mire. And attack. Alright, game 2. So, let's think. Blood Moon, probably not great. Spell Pierce, not great. Force of Will, not great. Brutality, not great. Okay, now what is acceptable? All of those cards are not great. K-Command is very good. Diabolic Edict is pretty good. Might be worse than some of the other options here. Thoughtseize is fine. Brutality is actually not bad. I don't hate Blood Moon. If the opponent doesn't expect it, it can cripple them. So maybe we can keep them, and then we can play another Edict. Maybe these explosives are playable. Explosives or Spell Pierce? Or another Thoughtseize? Which is better? My vote is for the Thoughtseizes. What just got slipped back into the deck? Alright, Magic Online is bugging out, but this should be correct. Alright, our opponent is deciding whether or not to mulligan. We're going to keep this hand, though. I will pass it back. This Blood Moon is looking pretty bad. Okay. A little Collective Brutality action. Just a plain Brutality. I will Brainstorm in response. Okay, are we getting Pyroblasted? Okay. Can't do anything about that. Okay. Let's start things off with K command. Alright, well, we're sending it back. What have you got? Swordmaster 85. Okay. A little bit of nothing. Alright, an attack. Let's go with a Kolaghan's command. I will do a Volcanic Island here. You discard. Alright, 1, 2, 3. And the card they chose is Fatal Push, alright? I believe it's time for another Kolaghan's command. 1, 2, 3. And there's the Abrupt Decay. Okay. How about a Thoughtseize? Take Abrupt Decay. I think. Take Liliana. That will find us Underground Sea, which is then good enough for making our opponent discard their Abrupt Decay. And that Fatal Push is looking mighty bad. One, two, three, four. Let's Brainstorm. Put back Edict underneath Fatal Push. And okay. We'll Brainstorm. Put back Edict underneath Brainstorm, play Badlands, play Fatal Push, play Deathrite, and another Deathrite. And send it back. They're probably getting a basic forest here. Nope. Okay. I don't think that our opponent can win, but maybe they can. Seems unlikely. Put back Edict and Brainstorm. Play Mountain. Attack Liliana. And send it back. Okay. Flash in a Snapcaster Mage. Target a K command. Then K command. Bring back Deathrite and redirecting to Liliana. And then we attack Liliana. Goodbye, Liliana. Then we Brainstorm with Jace. Putting back Jace under Edict. Playing a Gurmag Angler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the Deathrite. And this game is pretty much over. And look at the resource disparity here. Alright, we'll be back for the 4th round after this. Alright, here we are for the 4th round. Our opponent kept, we're keeping. And let's see what's going on here. Alright, you start us off, Jonathan Roy. Okay, looks like we are playing against a little Eldrazi, so I suspect Deathrite Shaman is the play here, as it usually is. And then our opponent is Thought Nodding us. A little T2, oh, Matter Reshaper. Alright, thank God. That one I can handle. Okay, let's begin by pondering. Blood Moon, I'm going to keep. I'm going to put Snap, Ponder, Blood Moon, don't shuffle. I'm going to get myself a basic swamp. I believe. Swamp or island? Swamp. And cast another Deathrite Shaman. Okay, what have you got? a Smasher. Smashing. Alright, we're going to double block. Okay. I'm going to cast my Thought Scour. Okay. Scalding Tarn fetches me an island. Which then lets me cast this Ponder. Okay, nice. We're going to be casting a Blood Moon. So we're going to go Tarn, Angler, Mire. Don't shuffle. Exile that for red and moon. Okay, so now do something. Alright, Blood Moon does a lot of work against Eldrazi, as we can see. Some Mimics. Gurmag Angler. 2, 3, 4. And ping 3, so we're going to take out our Deathrite, our Ponder, and another Ponder. Okay. Is that an endless one? A walking ballista. Interesting. That's very interesting. That's not one I expected, I must admit. So we're going to go like so, and like so. Get blue mana and cast a Brainstorm. Well, we could have Force of Willed it. Unfortunately, if we had whiffed on that Brainstorm, we would have literally just died. So, I think it's fine the way that we did it. Although not great. Put Tarn. No. Put a Snap under Tarn. Then it's time for a Collective Brutality. Take out the Mimic and drain. Discarding a Tarn. Okay. Flash in Snapcaster. We're probably just dead to this Ballista that I did not expect. Yeah. Alright, we lose to the Walking Ballista. Okay, well, let's go to the sideboard. Edicts are good here. Force of Wills and Spell Pierces are not very good. K-Command, Toxic Deluge. Explosives is not great. Thoughtseize versus Brutality. I think on the play I would rather just have the Thoughtseizes. Brutality is like pretty wimpy in this matchup. Maybe Explosives is just better also. Explosives is pretty bad against Eldrazi, honestly. Alright, let's rock and roll. Alright, we are on the play, and I will keep this hand. Delta for a nice Underground Sea. And a Thoughtseize. Okay, I will take the Chalice. And, yeah. Chalice down. They're gonna go City or Temple Mimic. I will cast a Brainstorm. Ooh. Thoughtseize. Under Brainstorm, pass. Yep. Yeah, we need to try and hit. Okay, we did hit. That's good. Goodbye. K-Command. And goodbye. Blood Moon. As this is going to need to fetch up a Badlands in order to cast another Thoughtseize. City, 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 Ghost Quarter. Pretty bad. Alright, we go to 9. Okay, here is a Brutality. I will drain and kill the Mimic. Discarding a Diabolic Edict. Okay. What now? We go to 6. Here's a Deathrite Shaman. Send it back. Defense Grid. Well, that's rude. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go to 1. Okay. Not the one we wanted to draw. Edict you. Man, who would have thought that a Mishra's Factory combined with a defense grid would be so hard for me to beat? We're definitely dead. Although, yeah. Chump block duty. This is so embarrassing. Alright, yeah, we're dead. Alright, we'll be back for the 5th and final round after this. Alright, here we are. Finally getting to play round 5, and we are going to keep. Let's rock and roll. We're just going to start with a Delta and Thought Scour ourselves with a basic. I'm not ready to commit to taking a specific card with Ponder, and since we don't have to, we'll just take a random one off Thought Scour. It kind of uses the 1 mana just the same, while not forcing us to make a decision immediately on what sort of cards we need, because it's hard for us to judge what deck our opponent is playing. They haven't done anything yet. Savannah into a Utopia Sprawl. Alright, so they're Enchantress. So we are going to find ourselves an island, Thought Scour ourselves, and proceed from there. This is obviously a match where a Wasteland would be quite welcome right about now, but we don't have that privilege. As such, we're just going to have to do this the hard way. Okay, I'm going to ponder now. I'm going to take the Deathrite Shaman. So, not shuffle. I will fetch a basic swamp. Play Deathrite. Okay, it's an Argothian Enchantress. That's going to be hit with a Force of Will, pitching Thought Scour. Come on. Okay. Excuse me. Alright. I will cast this Ponder. Lightning Bolt under. Tough to decide if we want the Jace, and yeah, I mean, I think we want the Deathrite. So we're just gonna play Tarn, Deathrite, and attack. Okay. I believe that we are going to be pretty stuck here. I will get a nice island. Exile this Mire for blue. 2, 4. Big Jace. Draw 3. Put back Blood Moon. Trop. Scalding Tarn. Pass. Okay. Let's see if our opponent pays the grass toll. Alright. Alright, Green Sun Zenith. Yeah, this game is getting out of control pretty quickly. Yeah. We are just completely stuck here. There's not really too much we can do. I'm pretty... Alright, well, let's see. I was going to say I'm pretty inclined to just scoop it up, but rest in peace, okay. Yeah, we're certainly not beating this. But we will play another turn. Alright, goodbye, Bolt. I will draw 3. Yeah, we're super out of it now. I mean, we just don't have a way to stop this draw engine. Like, there's just nothing we can do. We're just going to draw too many cards and start chaining them. But we do have ways of winning. There are definitely ways for us to win. They involve these cards. They do not involve Fatal Push. Certainly do not involve Lightning Bolt. They do not involve a basic mountain. And they don't involve Gurmag Angler. They involve... Well, they don't really want K-Command either. Engineered Explosives, good card for us here. And yeah, I mean, Flusterstorm does nothing, Fatal Push does nothing, Bolt does nothing. Toxic Deluge can kill an Argothian Enchantress, so I'll play it. So can Diabolic Edict, and Brutality is pretty bad. Deluge is better. So we have either K-Command or Gurmag. We can bring in the one mountain even though we don't even really need it or want it for anything. I believe I'll bring in a little bit of pressure with Gurmag. Alright, let's rock and roll. Alright, we are on the play. I will keep this hand. And since we don't have Blood Moon, I don't have to sweat basics, which is cool. So we can just kind of go for it. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. We are going to draw, play Delta, and pass. And from the opponent, nothing. Yeah, they're fetching. Okay, you can fetch. Okay. Alright, what have you got? Sure. That resolves. We're gonna get a nice Underground Sea and a nice Volcanic Island. Edict to you. Okay. Now it's time for some brainstorming. And I will put back a Toxic Deluge underneath a Gurmag Angler, and then I will Thoughtseize. Oh, come on, Magic Online. Stop playing so slow. Okay, you have an Enchantress, which I'll take. Then you have Confinement, Grass, Mox. Alright, cool. Pretty bad. See, the Enchantress deck does nothing if you just take the Enchantresses out. Sure. Alright, another shot at glory. Put back Gurmag Angler, Toxic Deluge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The cards that I know about: Chrome Mox, Elephant Grass, Solitary Confinement, Sarah's Sanctum. Tremendous, high-powered cards here. And I expect the grass. Okay, back at you. And we're just kind of going to let you try and figure out how you want to play this game. Alright. Now what? Doomwake Giant? That card doesn't even do anything. Sure. Send it back. So the cards in my opponent's hand are Solitary Confinement and Chrome Mox. Okay. Big stuff. Alright. Okay. Here's a Deathrite Shaman. Back at you. Alright, are you going to pay 3? Let's find out. So, at this point, I'm just going to slam a Jace next turn. Well, now my opponent can't attack with Doom Wake because I'll double block. So I think that I'm going to double Spell Pierce this. And then we're going to peel a... Oh, alright, cool. I will exile a land. Come on. There's the Heath. Make blue. Cast Jace. 1, 2, 3. Brainstorm. I will put back Gurmag Angler and Scalding Tarn. Play a Delta. Then my opponent is going to make a selection for their Mire's Guile. Okay. Then I'm going to sacrifice. Get a Badlands. Cast a Surgical on Enchantress. I should have played the other Deathrite. I'm getting kind of sleepy, everyone. I'm sorry. Alright, they have O-Ring, Confinement, and Chrome Box. They have Helm, Rest in Peace. And then they have Green Sun for Eidolon. Not bad. Okay. I don't think we actually didn't even need to take the Argothian Enchantresses out of the yard. Yeah, that was pretty dumb. Goodbye, Jace. There is a Deathrite. There is a Delta. And send it back. Whew. All right. There is Elephant Grass. And this is when I'm going to Force of Will. Exile the Heath for blue mana. Two, three, 4, 5. And we go to 10. And I'll Deluge for 6. And send it back. Alright, you find a way to win. Okay. Sure. Goodbye, graveyard. I'll pass. If I draw another land, I'll look pretty stupid, but I don't think it's that big a deal. I think I'm more likely to draw Brainstorm. Oh, no, maybe not. There's already 2 Brainstorms gone. Alright, yeah, we should have just played the Mire. Such is life. Alright, we're going to cast a 7-mana 5/5 and see if it's good enough. We do end up looking pretty foolish because we should have just countered that Doomwake Giant that eventually ended up threatening our Jace. Yeah, now we're just super dead, and that's the end of that. Alright. And we are dead. How about that? Pretty sweet. Alright, well, this certainly was an experiment that didn't work out super well for us, but I am still interested in exploring it a little bit more and seeing what this has to offer, and I hope that you all will continue to join me as I explore more of these wacky, weird Legacy Corner brews. So I will talk to you all soon. Have a great week, everybody.